Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while that I have uploaded a video. I don't think I have uploaded one ever since the quarantine, I guess. So I hope all of you are doing well and you guys are all healthy. I've been busy the whole past, 6, 7 months, I guess. I've been busy with my work initially, and then I picked up some old hobbies that I had, which is painting. I love painting, and I followed some tutorials, and I did some of my own work from the internet. My friends would send me pictures, and I would copy it. So as you could see, there's one over there, that little log, and then that's supposed to be Hawaii. So my friend sent me that picture and I copied it. So, I realized that I enjoy painting, so I did a lot of it. Let me know if you want to see a tutorial of me painting, or even, if it's just watching me painting, I'll be happy to upload that. I am planning to display my paintings in the back so you could see what I've been doing. The other thing that kept me busy during quarantine is we got a puppy. Yes, we got a puppy. I'm one of those people that I was against having any pet. I was highly allergic to dogs and cats, but they convinced me, my husband, they meaning my husband and son, they convinced me to get a golden doodle. I didn't believe the fact that they are hypoallergenic, so I was very careful in the beginning, but I came to figure out that I wasn't allergic to him at all. But initially I was so scared to touch him, to pet him, or to even walk him. He was a tiny little thing, and for some reason during quarantine it was so popular to get a dog or a puppy, and golden doodles were on waiting lists. But we were lucky. We went to visit our puppy even before we got him. We met the dad and the mom, and we know that it was purebred, and we got him at 8 weeks. He was a cute little thing, but I was so scared to touch him and even go near him the first few months, maybe on and off. But he was so cute. He followed me around, and he whined and tried to cuddle up next to me. And he did that to me more than anybody else. So my husband kept on saying that he thinks that you are his mom, and he probably smells the estrogen. I felt so bad thinking that, because we did take him away from his mom, so he sort of grew on me and won my heart. So he became my buddy. We go for walks. One thing though, he did keep me moving, and I walk up to like 1 or 2 miles every day, sometimes even if on a good day 3 miles with him. He is now 9 months. So I initially wanted a toy dog or puppy, whatever you want to call it, a little one. But I got cheated. Again, my husband and son, they didn't want to walk a little, toy dog, because it's not cool for a guy to walk a little dog. It's a girl's dog, right? So they told me, it's going to be a standard size, Mom. I didn't know anything about dogs. Standard meant in golden doodle up to 80-90 pounds. Those are the biggest one. Anyway, my puppy now is 75 pounds, and I think he's gonna get bigger. He's only 9 months right now. So that's what I have. But he's so much fun. I am gonna try to insert a clip here so then you could see him and meet him. So that's my puppy. He is a lot of fun. He keeps me moving, like I said. So I figured, since it's so hot right now to get a puppy, especially golden doodle, I figured, I know a lot of my friends have put in orders, I guess, placed an order for puppies that's not even born yet. That's how much of a demand there is. So I figured I will do a little short video about the stuff that you should have before you bring your puppy back home or bring them home for the first time. There's some stuff is here going to be stuff that you should have, or if you want to have, that would help your life a little better or easier when the dog comes. So I'm going to go through all those things right now. So I figured that would be a little bit of informative because when I had the puppy, I didn't know what we needed. We went along with, after we got the puppy, as a need arise, we bought that. That's a good way to do it too. But if you want to make your life easier, it's better to have this. So the first thing I would recommend, a must thing, is of course you need a collar and a leash, because you need this collar to put it around his neck or her neck, and a leash to walk him or to have him control, because you don't want a dog running around and they don't know and they could escape. So the type of collar that I would suggest is the martingale collar. So what's special about this collar is it's basically there's no buckle that could break off, and also when you pull it gets tighter and the pressure is evenly spread so it doesn't hurt the dog. And the leash could be any which one is comfortable for you. Have at least a 6 feet leash, so then you could have enough length for him to walk around. I would also suggest to get a house leash, which is about 4 feet or smaller. So then it's lightweight for him to drag it around the house. Keep on saying him, I'm sorry, because we have a male dog. But so then, the puppy could carry it around, and then you have something to grab the puppy when it's needed, if they're getting into garbage or biting something, for you to discipline, especially the first few months. It's good to have, while you're training the puppy, it's good to have a house leash, it's called. The other thing we have, this is optional, we have a little collar with his name and our phone number, just in case he escapes or he goes to a neighbor's yard or something like that and nobody knows whose dog it is. At least you hope they look at the tag and get his name or her name and the number. They could call you and say, hey, we found a puppy. So that's just an optional thing. The other thing I would say, come along with the leash, we have a flashlight. So when you take him out, you're going to be taking puppy out every 2 to 3 hours basically. When they're young, it's probably could be even every 2 hours. So you're going to take them out at night. Yes, even at night you're going to be taking them out. So we have a little flashlight that goes on the hoop of the leash, and then we also have a poop bag that looks like this, and that way if he poops, you could pick up your poop and not make a mess. So we hook that up with a carabiner, so it's all together. I also have a pepper spray always, because I've heard stories about other dogs coming to attack you or want to attack your dog, and having a pepper spray is good. Then you could spray them, and that way you don't have to be caught off guard. And plus safety reason, if you're walking a puppy in the middle of the night, if you're in a bad neighborhood or something like that, it's good to have a pepper spray on it also. The other important thing that you need is a crate. You must have a crate. You want to train them to sleep there, and when you're especially potty training, you want a crate where the dog could rest, because dogs don't urinate or defecate where they sleep. So that's a must to have a crate, so then you could put them in there and they'll hold it, and then you could potty train them. Our puppy is 9 months now, and he still sleeps in the crate. That's their safe place, his safe place, that he goes in there, and that's where he sleeps all night. I have a little bed in there You could, not have a bed, but, we chose to have a bed later after he got bigger. Initially, we didn't have a bed because you want to have a crate with the divider, because you don't want to give them too much space initially, because then you're giving him too much space and then he thinks this, he'll choose a corner to sleep in and then go to the other corner and urinate. So you don't want that accident. So initially you would divide it off. Most crate comes with a divider. So you divide it off according to enough space for him to sleep. And then as they get bigger, you move the divider back. And then of course you get a crate that that's going to fit your dog in the adult size. So that way you don't have to keep on buying crates. So you buy a bigger one and then you just use the divider to, as they grow, to make them fit. I also recommend this cover, this dark cover, so that way it covers all the light. That way when they're inside the crate, it feels like a den to them and it's away from distraction. Our dog is a spoiled dog. He likes to have his fan on. So we do have a little fan that in the summertime that we put it for him, because they do have a lot of hair and they are 102 base temperature. So they are hot. So I always worry about dehydration. So I have a little fan. And the other important thing you want to have is basic thing, bowls for food and water. We have it on a stand because our dog is big and they are known to have arthritis. So to protect his neck, we have it elevated. Initially, we didn't have it. As he grew older, we have this. So, and also you want to get the ball like, small. Initially, we had a small balls, but then we switched to bigger one. You always want to ask your breeder what kind of food is the puppy eating, and you want to get, usually good breeders would give you a bag. And if you are planning to switch your food out to whatever's convenient for you or cheaper, whatever reason, you have to mix both. You buy the one that you want to switch them to, and then you do half and half, mix it and slowly wean them off of the old one and then use the new one. But if you decide to with the same thing, then you don't have to do that. So you always want to have a bag of food along with what the breeder would give you. The other things that you want is they say that not to wash your puppy more than once a week. But it's not even recommended to do it once a week. You would wash them maybe once every 2-3 weeks. So to keep them fresh, I have these baby wipes. I would use the baby wipe to clean off their paw after they go outside and come, or if they have accidents or something. It's good to have baby wipes. I also have a towel, if they get wet, or if I give them a bath, if I decide to wash just a paw or something, I have a towel. Shampoo, whichever shampoo is recommended for your type of dog, it's good to have if you're planning to wash them. We take our dog to a groomer every 6 to 7, 8 weeks, but in between we do wash them. So we use this shampoo. We also have a daytime bed. So this bed that we use, it's very comfy. That's where he rests and takes naps sometimes as they are trained and as they get access to your house. You want a place where you want to give them a command and say in bed. That's what I tell my dogs. I tell him in bed, and then he will go there, and then I will give him a treat or something, so then he could sit there and rest. And eventually now when he takes a nap, he goes in there and he rests there. You want to have few toys in your hands because you want to keep them busy. Puppy energy is crazy. They want to play, they want to walk. Daily walks are a must. Sometimes even after walk, they'll rest and they get up and they want to play. So you want to have little toys that you could throw and play with them. You want to have a brush, especially if you have a golden doodle. brush is a must because you don't want it to be matted, his hair to be matted, because they have double coat and they get matted. So you want to brush them at least once a day. The other thing I would recommend, I am not too good with this, but a toothbrush and a paste. They suggest to brush their teeth once a day at least. I'll be honest, I have not been doing that. The groomer does it, and once in a while I would do it. Some people suggest to have pee pads. We never use pee pad. Our dog was really good with potty training, so we never had to use pee pad. But pee pad is an option if you don't want to get up at night and you want them to pee in the pee pad of dedicated location. But I would highly discourage that, because once they learn to pee inside the house, more chances are that they will have accidents. So I would say not to do that. You want to have some treats, because treats are very important. If you are training them, or when you are training them, you need to reward them for their good behaviors. So a treat is a must, because that's how you're gonna learn how to sit, stand, lie down, basic commands, or even advanced commands. Especially if your dog is food motivated, which my dog is. If not, some dogs are more toy motivated. So you'll find out as you get to know your puppy. But to have some toys and treat is very useful as well. And only one other thing that I would suggest is bully sticks. These bully sticks, we get it from Costco. When he was little, we got it from other stores, some smaller one. Now he's big, so we use the big ones. They are lifesaver, because when we are having our family prayer or we're eating dinner, we tell him to go in bed and we give him this bully stick. We keep it in the fridge because when they teeth, it hurts the tooth. So bully stick is what helps them, because it's something that they could bite and it's cold. So we put it in the freezer and we give it to him, and he loves it. He could easily spend 20 minutes to half hour chewing on that bone or bully stick. So I would highly suggest, if it's a big dog or medium-sized dog, I would suggest to get it from Costco. If you have Costco membership, they are great value. And the last thing, but not the least, is to get a Kong. Kong is something that we use only when we are going out or when we want Rocky to stay in crate for a longer period of time. If we're doing dinner with our family, or if we are eating dinner with a guest, or we're having a guest for a while that they don't want a dog around, or when we go out to dinner, or shopping, or if I have an appointment, anything like that, that I am going to have Rocky in the crate for a longer period of time, I would fill this Kong. He loves his wet food. So we have a whole bunch of wet food that we buy in cases, and we only use it for that purpose. So Kong with the wet food is what we use to lure him into the crate and make him stay, because it takes a long time for him to finish that. So along with, I would throw a toy and a bully stick into it, so that way he keeps himself busy. Other optional stuff is, I do have a little hamper kind of thing to put all his laundry separately, so then I don't mix towels and stuff like that with our household towels. So I wash it separately. And we also have a toy box where I am able to clean all his toys and put it in there, and I rotate the toys because I don't give him all the toys at once, so that way it keeps him interesting, or that keeps them interested. So I hope this was helpful in getting your house ready for your puppy. Oh, one more thing. Another thing that I would suggest is, initially when you have a puppy, to train him before you give access to your entire house. You want to block areas off, and as he gets potty trained, open up, start with one room and then a part of the other room like that. So you want something, we use these gates or pens to block off the area. And then as he shows that he hasn't had any accidents or anything like that, I would open it up to next room, and slowly he gains access to one room at a time to the entire house. Rocky is used to the entire house. Even if we did not take him to the potty for like 9 hours, he will hold it now because he would not go. I remember once we had a snowstorm, and I didn't want to go out to take him out, so we got this fake grass in the garage. He would not even go in there because to him, roof over his head is his home, and he wouldn't go. So we trained him to get access slowly, and that's why, I believe. So it's a good idea to have some sort of fencing that you could block off, so then he doesn't get access all at once and thinks, oh my God, I got freedom, and he doesn't know the difference between where you could go pee and where he can't. Also, accidents are gonna happen sometimes. They get excited when people come. So this spray, this takes it has an enzyme. It takes the smell and all the contents. It digests it, I think, and then you clean it off, so that way no smell remains, because if the dog smells his urine, they will go at the same spot, so you want to erase it completely. So those are the things that I would suggest to get. We also use this spray to spray on stuff that he chews on. So if he chews on something that he's not stopping by a regular correction, he hates the smell and taste of this. It's bitter apple, and it works. He hates it. Since he's a golden doodle, he just has hair. We have this jacket for him that keeps him warm in the winter time. You don't need to get this, but we like it. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully it will prepare you a little better to bring your puppy home and take your anxiety away. I did not have all this. I didn't think of looking it up. So I hope this video was helpful, and let me know in the comments below if you are getting a puppy, or if you have a puppy or a dog. If I missed out on anything, let me know in the comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't subscribed, if you're new in my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. And I hope you stay and be part of my little YouTube family. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe and healthy. Love you guys. Bye. God bless.